Now here I present you the revenge. This time he has a Delphox, and I chose Charizard because, well, Charizard is actually just better than Talonflame. And the team here, we got Masquerain, we have double Intimidate with Gyarados and Masquerain, Glimora to set up hazards, and we have the good old Gastrodon to take those electric types attack. And we also have a Carbink because I have PTSD because of this monster right here. Now I already have a switching, so I'm not panicking, but I still have to set up those hazards to get rid of, well, to limit the switch-ins. So that's what I set up, Stealth right here. Now this Goldengo actually took me by surprise. His ability would have worked if it was implemented. Luckily it's not, so the rocks are there to stay. The Make It Rain, I'm very afraid of that attack, but since he always switches after it, I think I'm good. Now I predicted the Rayquaza, so I went for Asian Powered. The first bar is down. The boost actually don't matter, so I'm just gonna go back into my switching, expecting the Dragon attack, and there it is. Yeah, so now I'm thinking, let me set up a light screen for that Goldengo. Again, if his ability would have been working, I wouldn't have gotten the rocks or the light screen. Now I'm pretty sure he's gonna attack, so I'm deciding whether to go Gastrodon or Charizard, but I go Gastrodon again. Now I'm very low on health. I think at this point I recover, yeah. Or Bouncy Bubble, yeah, to get some health back. He switches again into Rayquaza. So he has switched out twice. Obviously he's not gonna stay in with me. Now the second bar is gone thanks to those rocks actually. So I go back into my switching, and I took a lot of damage. I was very surprised by how much damage I got. I took. I just don't know what to do. So I attack, expecting him to stay, but he doesn't, and he goes back into Goldengo. Obviously, this is not gonna do anything, and the light screen is already gone, so that didn't last shit. So I go back into Gastrodon, take the Make It Rain, and here I'm thinking, I don't know if he's gonna switch or not because that Rayquaza is very low. So I don't know. At this point, I just recover again because I don't want to lose this. Then he has a Toucanon this time. So I'm just gonna go into Gyarados because he's the designated player. Now this Gyarados is carrying Chilling Water for, well, to be as tanky as possible, be annoying, right, and stay as long as possible. So he's intimidated, and then attack dropped. So look, his gunshots are not doing anything. Then we have Glimora. Since I know he's gonna go to Drill Peck, let me get those toxic spikes over there and attack. Then Goldengo. Goldengo is such a good switch in for everything. So I think, well, Gastrodon it is, because I have no other switch-ins. And Make It Rain. Man, if Make It Rain didn't drop special attack, I don't know where I'll be. Then he goes for Dondozo. Luckily I got the poison. Now I think I've had other matches with Dondozos before against my Gastrodon, and I always win them. I don't have any switching actually for Dondozo because he has the Oblivious ability, so the Intimidate would not work, and I think the Chilling Water wouldn't work either. So I don't want to take a lot more damage with my Gyarados, even though I still go for Dragon Dance and I get Para, but I have that Lumberry in the back, so no problem there. At this point I'm thinking, oh well, I'm gonna go down, but at least let me hit him. He goes for Dive, which is great on my part because now I can switch in Gastrodon and get Storm Drain special attack boost. So now I'm gonna hit him real hard. So now I have to choose whether it's I go for Glimora just to get the last toxic debris, because I know he's gonna go down to poison, so why not? Now I have rocks and fully stacked toxic spikes. He goes back into Goldengo, and I go to Gastron, you know, my switching. He's half health, so he's probably switching into Shadow Ball. Now I'm really low here. Luckily I used Recover, because if I didn't, I'm pretty sure the match would have been over right there. I thought he was gonna switch, because he has switched like every time I keep Gastronoming, but he didn't. So I'm thinking, alright, I guess I'm just gonna take him out or use Bouncy Bubble. But he refuses to switch and he uses Recover. So at this point, okay, I'm just gonna kill you, man. Earth Power. And finally, this thing is done. Now comes Rayquaza, and not so tough anymore with this rocks in your side, right? So I get my Carbink back out, and look, I don't know why this time he didn't do that much damage, but he's, well, I take it. I use for the Moonblast just in case he stays in. I didn't think he was gonna switch. Now he's dead, basically. Then comes Delphox. This Delphox is fine, I don't care. Delphox is just not a threat. At this point, I choose Gastron, but I'm not afraid. I'm kind of afraid if he has magical leaves or something like that. So just being careful. I use Bouncy Bubble. All right. Luckily he didn't have. So this Delphox is just, well, it's being handled. All right. So yeah, Recover just in case, because he's gonna die to poison, but he switches into Toucanon. At this point, I think I could have taken out with an Ancient Power, but I go Glimora just to be sure and safe. Perfect. Look at that damage. Now go for Power Gem, and that should do it. Yep. And now everyone's just going to fall in. No, wow, I forgot he had a Hydreigon actually. That took me by surprise actually when I was playing. So my switch-in is Carbink. Now I don't have any switch-ins actually, because, well, I'm kind of afraid, not gonna lie, because this Hydreigon hits very hard. I have Charizard because I know he's gonna be faster than me. I'm thinking, well, let me see if a Dragon Breath kills him. Got a crit, but I do not get him. He goes for Outrage. That doesn't do that much damage. He gets Scissors, almost 75% back up. And I'm kind of afraid. So I go for Air Slash just to get a flinch. And I get a crit, actually, instead. And then goes down Rayquaza. And then goes down Delphox. And I beat him. I got my revenge.